Hey everybody, I'm going to open up a box of Nightvault. You can see Clay in the background behind me. Say hi, Clay.
Hello.
And you can probably see Sandra over here watching. Who are you watching? Flinger Foo play Ark in the background. So I'm going to crack open my copy of Nightvault like a couple weeks late, but you know, that happens, right? So, I like the box art. Finally get some sorcerers in Underworlds. Last year was Shadespire. This year is Nightvault. Well, I should say, this year was Shadespire. 2019 is going to be Nightvault. We're going to get a bunch of new characters added into the game. We're going to see some spellcasters and stuff that are going to be added in, and some brand new dice. So we've got our new rulebook here. Looks like we have some new game boards for this one. Look a little bit similar to the old game boards. And then we have our Stormcast Eternals, which are Stormsire's Cursebreakers. So Stormsire's Cursebreakers. And then we have Thorns of the Briar Queen, which of course you see her on the front of the box. Looks like one of the brides from the Stormstrike box, I think. So, and this is their color. All Age of Sigmar stuff is pre-colored on the plastic so that you can just break them out of the box and play them as you go. Looks like I got a chapter from the Mirrored City book. I'll probably read into this later. Perfect timing. I wonder who this could be. Hello? I probably should have done that with the microphone on. It would have made a lot more sense. I hate these automated calls. It's like, hey, is Carl there? I'm like, Carl's dead. And he's like, oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you can help me. I'd like to sell you some stuff. Would you like to send me a one-time donation? No, Carl's dead. And then it repeats like, oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Maybe you can help me. No, Carl's dead and I'm Carl. And then it immediately hangs up. Okay, so back to my unboxing. Telemarketers. The extra cards are usually the bonus cards you build your deck from as you play through the game. And we got our new set of dice. These are our spell dice. We have our standard 5 and 3, our defense dice, our attack dice. And then we have our Nightvault insert. Looks pretty good. The new Age of Sigmar line is fantastic. Like I said, the Stormstrike box. And you can see the Banshees right here, or Morn Willows. I think they're called Morn Willows. I can't remember right now. But they look amazing. I need to get my guys out and get all my stuff finished. I'll be working on these over the next couple of weeks after I finish my finish painting my guys from the original box set, and then I need to get a couple more things. But these look like they're going to be fun. These are snap together models. I know some people don't like them, some people do. They're very articulate. You don't have to do much with them to make them prettier, except put them together and put a really good paint scheme on them. They are ready to play out of the box. I can clip these right off the sprue, put them together, and play with another person. This is a 2-player starter, as you can see, the Stormcast Eternals and the Night Haunts in this. And then what you do, if you're just a new player, you crack open your deck, which looks like one's a little thicker than the other. So Thorns of the Briar Queen and Stormstire's Curse Breakers are the 2 decks that you'll get with this one. Let's take a look at the game boards real quick. Pop those open. Where's my knife? Come here, knife. So, if anybody likes to play this game, I do. I know a lot of people are not fans of the Age of Sigmar. If you're not a fan, read up on the lore, check things out, look at the models. I can't express how much the models are phenomenally built. They've after talking to the guys at Games Workshop, they've decreased the amount of plastic that they've put into these, but increased the amount of articulation and detail in the model. You can't get anything, you know, more detailed than these outside of 3D printing, and even 3D printing is not that detailed. So, let's see. We've got game board 1. These are your starting spots. There's a little skull on them. You see there's one down here, one way up there, bunch in the middle of the board. Doesn't look like there's any off-limits zones. I take that back. No, there are no off-limit zones on this board. There is a line right here splitting these 2 hexes. So, alright, let's turn it over. Look at the other side too. Got another side of the board. These are danger areas. Anytime you enter into red areas now, you immediately take damage from what's in that area, but you do not take any further damage after you enter the area. You can enter the area without issue as well. So this is an off-limits zone right here. Of course, you've got your starting areas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You'll note that there are only 7 starting areas on the board. Right now, the only person that can have 7 starting pieces, I think, is the Sepulchre Guard. And you only have 4 actions per turn, so you're wondering, well, how do I get everything to move? If you use your commander's ability, he can move 2 units per turn. And here we have another board with 2 danger areas. Those will do damage to you. We have another danger area here. Now you can be pushed into these. If you are pushed into these, you will take damage from being pushed into that spot. And then we have starting area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wow, we got one way out here to the edge of the board. That's new. And then the other side of the board has these new zones, these new white zones. I guess these are power zones. I haven't read up on these yet. I'll read up on them shortly and find out what those are about when I get check out the rule book. And of course, we got all of our tokens. We've got the new acrylic tokens coming out for the 2019 season. Got a lot of tokens, so I'm gonna get read up on this. Try to talk about this later. See how I feel about it. What's going on? Got your instructions on the back. If you haven't played this game, it's a little different than playing regular Warhammer. It does play with a unique set of dice. They are proprietary. You can't just crack out your 6s and go like you can with Kill Team. So we got our instructions. We've got our rule book. And we've got our learn to play book. This is your first time to play. If you are learning to play and you want to get the Nightvault, get it. And then make sure you do not open up the extra deck and just thumb through this and try it out. If you're having trouble learning to play it, I will try to link something in the description to learn to play with Rodney, and they do an excellent demonstration on how to play the game. So it looks like it's got advertisements in the book. These are the older sets. We have Spike Claw's Swarm, Iron Skull's Boys, the Chosen Axes, and Magor's Fiends. Now this is not all of them. Those are only... what is this? This is only 4 of the expansions. The other 2 are Sepulchral Guard, which is the skeletons from Rattlegore, or Skeleton Hordes. And then you have Farstriders for Stormcast Eternals. And the Stormcast Eternals Farstriders are the kind of the first ranged team. They're very difficult to play. I've not mastered them yet. I can barely manage them. A lot of people say they're really good, but I'm not sure how to make them good just yet. Stories and fluff on the Mirrored City and the Nightvault. You learn about those during Shadespire. And then we got our introduction, how to play, how to build your hands. Let's see. Where's our new stuff? Special actions. So we have the new innate symbol, which looks like a couple lightning bolts shooting down. Power step, which is when you can play your cards, do other things. You can activate reaction cards. Scatter rules now. That's new. We're going to have to read up on that. Multiplayer game. So you can apparently play with up to 4 people now. That's interesting. Definitely makes for bigger board building. The board expansions that came out earlier this year that had the danger zones in them, those look pretty good. Let's see what else we got. Of course, we've got our glossary. I'll have to read to find out what all this is about. But that is Nightvault. So I'll be working on this hopefully here soon, get these painted up. We've got a new D&D game that's started rolling. Clay's DMing. We're going to be doing some evil stuff. I don't know if we're actually going to broadcast that ever. I don't know if anybody feels like broadcasting it ever. But we might do a just audio only thing if everybody agrees to it. So I would like to start doing some role play online with people. And then I will switch over to something else. It's 7 o'clock, so I'm going to switch streams and try something else. So I don't know if Sandra feels like playing anything.
I have no idea.
No idea. All right. Well, we'll be back.